Oh, hey, we're back. This is probably not going to be a great stream. I'm doing it a tad bit rushed. Welcome back to Frostbite. Yeah, I wasn't here last week because I was out of town. And I was almost not here this time. Actually, no. I, 2 weeks ago was because I was out of town. Last week was because I slept right through the time that I was dealing with like feeling a little off, and I think I had a bad headache. At any rate, I slept through. I woke up and it was just like, oh, I slept through the stream time. Subsequently, then I missed yesterday's because of goofy stuff that was going on around here. But that's all good now. Mostly good. Can't go really into details, but at any rate. So, where did we leave off? Thankfully, with this scenario, it gives me a list in the top left corner. We're looking for 4 data containers. Let's see if I can make this text easier to read. Hey, we'll look out the window. There we go. We got, so the main goal here is to find 4 data containers. We're currently on the option of, or we've completed the option of repairing the medical bay, which is that right here. So we have access to the health. Optional repair tunneling vehicle to help clear buried mine. Locate the entrance to closed mine. An optional repair the tunneling vehicle. Well, it's repeat. Oh, it's probably because I pressed the one button multiple times. Alright. This is awfully quiet. I think as I turn down the game music, let's see, how bad is this? Oh, let's let's just do this real quick. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that. Let's go with that. Okay. Excuse me, sorry, I didn't mute. Man, I'm super out of practice. Okay, so this is the mining vehicle it's talking about. And I had to push the button twice because we were being attacked at the time, and we still have 2 drones sitting over there just hanging out. So that's the mining vehicle. We have this new truck over here too. This is a sexy beast. Like that. So this is the old mining facility. Got some cargo boxes out in here. Ooh, full of different ores. That'd be cool. Alright, where's my original rover, man? I got drone parts hanging out over here. Oh, that's a drastic weather change. Yeah, they're just chilling. Hey, ammo. Yes, I'll take your ammo.
Inventory full.
Alright. Oh, and I forgot. I keep hitting a jetpack and there's no jetpack in this. I need to find my rover I brought here. Oh yeah, there it is. All broken and stuff. We're out of go juice. Yeah, and honestly, I keep putting a solar panel on top of this. It keeps getting shot off, blown off, or I crashed off. But I keep doing it because I'd rather that break than what's under it. It's kind of one of those. It's like a crumple strut on a car. You put it there to purposely break so the stuff behind it doesn't. At least that's the theory, anyway. Well, I hope y'all are doing well. It's been an interesting couple of weeks. I was out of town for work. That was the original reason for the first week I'm missing. And fun trip. I always enjoy. I do this, and yet I travel a lot. So there's there's a reason why there is so much inconsistency in my posting, but whatever. I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you watch it on YouTube like I do, you just binge watch it, and, you know, as opposed to watching it as it releases. Part of the reason why I create these videos is so when I'm working or when I'm playing video games, I like to have videos going, you know, in the background while, you know, when I'm playing. It's something I started actually at the beginning of COVID. It was a very where when I was which was honestly when I was first really kind of learning how to play the game. And much like learning how to play any kind of game, you watch videos of somebody do something, and then you basically try to do that same thing. So that was a bit of what I was doing, as I was, you know, watching people play Space Engineers, and then I would try to do the things that they were directly or indirectly teaching me how to do. And then I just became habit forming that, you know, then it's like I couldn't just play a game. I had to have a video going while I was playing the game. But the problem would come into play is that, you know, and I really liked having a series going as opposed to it just, I don't like random videos, mostly because the fact is I don't like some of the random videos that play. In other words, it's not that I don't like the quality of the videos, it's just that, for example, if you're playing Space Engineers, you generally kind of want to have something that's base engineers oriented, playing while you're doing it. And because of my very bizarre eclectic mindset, the algorithm, YouTube algorithm for me tends to be all over the place. So having a sense of a coherent flow between things just wasn't really a thing. All right, I know my reactor's empty, so that's going to be a problem until I can score some more uranium. What's the battery sitch? Got one bad battery, and these are good for about 4 hours. Okay. Alright, if I'm gonna grab any more loot, I'm gonna have to find a place to dump all of this stuff. Now, how much of this place have we checked out? Well, we obviously haven't gone in here. There's a bunch of crates. This is like office area, considering it says office. That's a window. Some crates over here. Tons of loot. Tons of loot. There's loot over there. We definitely desperately need to find cargo containers. Now there were some outside that we can use. Let me throw some of this stuff in here. Actually, I do think I checked. I secured this facility when I first got here. Yeah, because I repaired this refinery. Some boxes here. Yeah. Some boxes up here. Man, just tons of stuff. I don't even know if even a small one's gonna do it. Yeah, I think this is. Let's just check. Okay. Cargo container. Ooh. Actually, I think I've already been dumping stuff in here. Yeah, I have, because those are data pads I put in there. Okay, so we can use that. Ladder. Door. So it's just random stuff. And stuff out here, yada yada yada. Door. Getting up will go up in a second. Assembler. Yes, I think we already been stuffing things into that. Oh, danger hole. And yeah. Okay. Lots of loot. Lots of loot. Actually, let's do this the old-fashioned way. Go in here. So I got a connector. There's two. The generator, refinery, and then that's the, so there's two more besides the one that I've been tossing stuff into in that one office. Looks like the only way down is this way. Alright, so... Oh, there's one of the other containers. A ladder. Oh, ladders drive me nuts. Okay, so we got a little bit of storage in there. Is there anything? Let's see, we've got switch lock, connector on off. Connector switch lock. Oh, and then it powers it up. Cool. And now I can access all the inventory from here. It's handy. So now I got the refinery and I can access stuff. I can got the so I got multiple access points so I can throw inventory, so that's gonna be I'm thinking that might be an adequate new home base. Considering how big this facility is, it might be advantageous. I'm not sure how I feel about the two drones sitting over here. They're bombing. So generally I just don't want to go over there unless I have to. Give me your parts. I need to repair. Particularly your metal grids, sir. This is just a cornucopia of extra parts. I do think I checked all of the buildings last time. Due to the late nature of me, like I said, I was almost not going to be able to start this stream because I had a migraine really bad earlier today. So I was dealing with that. Hey look, access Tom. Just toss that. Oh, this isn't. Oh no, it's just that. Just these missiles. Freaking missiles, man. But yeah, I had a really just vicious migraine earlier. I had to lay down, and it was one of those things. Timed out well. Like, I laid down, woke up, the headache subsided, had enough time to eat dinner, kind of play around a little bit in a different save, and then I was like making sure that I had the semblance of mind to be able to do this before I started. It's not always just a matter of am I able to sit at my computer. A lot of time, I mean, sometimes it comes down to I can be here, but I'm not here. You know, metaphorically. That's an interesting side note. Some people just cannot get away from saying literally. Like, if you want to exaggerate a point, It will actually exaggerate better if you can move your adjectives around. In other words, like metaphorically as opposed to literally, because chances are you don't mean literally. Case in point, how many times people have said, I literally died. And this is like, then how are you talking to me? If you literally died, you should be dead right now. What you meant was figuratively or metaphorically. But you can't exaggerate, with figuratively. Oh my god, like I saw this person and I figuratively died. doesn't roll.
Inventory full.
I think you could get people off of using that if you could come up with something that has the same kind of oomph to it, but not be that word. I kind of contributed to the whole, like, what I call upping the ante aspect of things. You can't say, and I almost died, then it's just like, I saw them and I just almost died. And then I saw them and I just died. And I really died. And then I literally died. It's upping the ante, and like, we've reached a point where we got no more headroom. No more, and if we do, someone takes it, and like, it's always got to be the most extreme of everything. And I think that's one of the things I've been talking about with my friends about is that we're suffering a lot from it these days. Isn't so much like, I blame the internet for a lot of things because I work on the internet. Because I feel I have a right. But the so we'll say if oh sorry, I'm low on power. Need to find a seat instead of keep pulling it off my rover. That we live in such a kind of extremist culture. It's that you can't just disagree anymore. It has to be, you either agree with me or you die. You agree with me or you're dead to me. I know. I'm dying. I need to actually go to the medical room, but we'll just jump in here for the moment. When I was a kid, the adults around me and the people I knew could have vastly different opinions and still get along. They were still friends. I remember when I was a teenager hearing about a couple where a Democrat and a Republican were married for a really long time, and they were extremists in those positions too. They were well known in their positions. Like, people commented a lot about how in the world do these people stay married, considering how wide on the spectrum they are politically. And it's because it's just one topic. And that's what it is. It's a topic. It influences, people's lives, and it's good to be passionate. I think that we've driven really hard to try to get people involved by injecting more and more passion into the topic, but suffering the slings and arrows from it. But not to get into a political rant, because I don't want to do that at all, but getting more into the fact of, like, it's not always. Ooh, there's a bomb right there.
Inventory full.
Well, there's no battery, so I don't have to worry about it going off, hopefully. But it just, what I see is that it's not anyone's or anything's really fault. We have a culture of extreme points of view. Or, well, I won't even say that. We have a culture of being extremely passionate. I think I think that's where the core of it is at, is that we've been pushing more and more for people to be more passionate about things. And it worked, but there's a bit of a side effect in that, like, well, we're passionate now, but now we're a little too passionate because we're passionate about cupcakes, you know? You either love chocolate cupcakes or you die, you know? And, you know, I don't know what it takes to kind of, you know, and I honestly don't know. I'm not being facetious about this. I literally don't know how you shift a culture or back off a culture. Or I won't say back off, but you just shift it to be a little bit like, I mean, we got here through a method. What is that method, and can we use it to kind of back things off a little bit? Not a lot, just a little. Just taking it all down a notch. There's a big ass pole thing over there. So I think that's a landing site, and that bunker is where I was originally using for storage, and it's got a large container, and it's got a bunch of stuff in there. Where is it? Where was the original thing? I had the bomb that I wanted to disarm. It was over here? Yes. Yeah, so anyway, that's... Okay. That eases me a little bit. No more bomb. Yeah, so all that being said is and I'm trying desperately not to be like that guy stands in the middle of an argument and is like, everybody just needs to calm down. Because no one really calms down at that point. What they do is they look at that guy and go, all right, let's just, I mean, it works because it diffuses the argument between those two guys, and they decide to beat the crap out of that guy. It's like, I don't even remember what I'm pissed at you for, because like right now my focus is on beating the crap out of let's all get along guy. Oh. These missiles, man. Missiles. The upside is that no matter what comes up, I'll have a lot of missiles. What I need is do I have one? I don't know if I run across one yet. A handheld rocket launcher. That's what I need in my life. Keep a lookout on one of those. I can't remember if I have one at the other location. Alright, I want to get these. I know I'm going to be taking a little bit of boring time here, which is not the intent, but I kind of desperately want to grind down these drones and get their parts from them. What I really need to do is grind and repair. That's the loop I need to do. I need to repair my rover so I can come over here and cut down on the walk back and forth time. Because I can use that. Actually, I can use the inventory on that. Because I don't have any cargo containers on that thing, and I bet you that big ass rover has at least one. As it is, I think it has 2 connectors. Run, you. Okay, battery's gone on this, so shouldn't have to worry about this gun, but just in case. Gun, ammo. Kind of stray parts. Alright. Obviously it doesn't have a reactor or uranium because it's offline. Unless it's sitting in a pile somewhere.
Inventory full.
Okay.
Energy low.
This freezing temperature is really killing my suit life. Ah! Extreme weather change. Extreme weather change. Hole. Alright. Puts that back online. Well, now that I have more than one rover, actually I had more than one rover before. There's that one rover that was at the landing site, but I'm not so far. It's like a whole, like, 2 kilometers away.
Energy critical.
Doesn't matter because I got one. I got 3 now right here. But what I think I'm gonna do is start using this as just kind of a moving respawn point. So I won't be taking this into combat areas. We'll use something else. Definitely going to be a battle on computers. That's always a known thing with this game, is that because the default method is a combat is the default method for weapons anyways, for guns and stuff like that, is to aim for people's for computers. So when they brought online the new weapons capabilities, where they brought out the option where you can target thrusters, target weapons and stuff like that. Then the option default, originally you didn't have a choice. It would just target the computer component, any parts that had computer components. So it literally, if it and so it would shoot through anything to get to those. So that's why, like, one of the reasons like cargo containers would get hit so quickly, because they had computers in them. But a lot of that also had to do with the voxel distortion aspect. So when you damage an armor block, it would, it distorts. And what was happening is that distortion would basically, and it could, and so to kind of create the realistic impact when it distorted, it could, that distortion could impact anything around it. And so what was happening was is that so that would happen, and any armor blocks you had around a container, and basically containers are like glass. You do anything and they explode. And it's not that they would just be damaged, they just explode. Like, quit. They were just so volatile. This is lovely weather we're having. Can't see anything, so I'm not going to try. I'm just gonna loot these containers. Them containers.
Inventory full.
And what I think I'll do is, while I'm doing that, just for the space, this is the garage. Where was that? Oh, it was in that room. Let me, above the refinery. So it was over here, up these stairs. So that, there's nothing there. So let's drop that. And, add in a little bit more storage. That way filled the 3 containers, and one of which I have no idea where it's at. I know where 2 are. So now I know where 3 are. Not that it's all apparent. Where the hell am I? Alright, need to go not that way, this way. Then through this building. And we're cutting down this. And only because there's a killer storm out there and I can't see nothing. And it's gone now. And by it's gone now, I mean it's just someone flicked a switch. Oh, got distracted and forgot one of the things I said that I was going to do is bring a rover out here so I'm not having to go back and forth so much. Focus.
Energy low.
Plus, it'll help in that whole aspect of running back and forth just because of energy.
Inventory full.
Alright, repair, grab rover, head back. That's a really big facility. I like it. So I was repairing here. I think I need to back the truck off a bit. Oh, that's the other thing I need to do. I need to shut off this and that so it doesn't keep draining the battery. I mean, the survival kit's not helping, but remember correctly, it's only like 2K, so it's not. It's not a heaping amount. So, trying to place that, and it's not. Don't wanna. Cause that. This is weird because well, I know why it is. I'm not going to tell you. It's because we have all decided as a community to mount wheels upside down. And I think when the scenario was first built, that type of wheel placement where the blocks can intercede like that was fine, but it's not anymore. So now that block's gone, you can't put it back. And now changing the wheel height will not make a difference. Not in that location. And by the way, I say that I think those are right. Yeah, so see how there's pivot hinge and the spongy bit. Then you look at this one. Well, I know those are upside down too. And I say that it's not. It's varying opinions because the fact is the labels that come on to like the new style one would lead you to believe it's the other way. But what I found is if you put them, I'll put it this way: if you put the wheels on upside down, in to me, which is right side up, everything works better. Like now there's 3 of them. There's 4 of them over there, bombing drones. They're just gonna. It's gonna suck when they decide to like do whatever they're doing other than hang out there, or if I ever have to go over there. But it's what it is, man. You do you. Oh, I saw it. I did it again. Brr. Get to the rover. All right. So that's turned off. Connector on. Touch lock. Connector on.
Energy low.
Do like this method. I mean, you have to make sure that your vehicles are always the correct height, but like how that works. So there's a connector in the back, connector in the top. Control seat, which I'm in, connector front, connector rear, connector top. Why is there a connector in the front? Whatever. Ooh, cargo 1, cargo 2, cargo 3. So yeah. Alright, so we have obviously not. Oh. Oh, that's all connectors. Crazy. Handy. Better living through technology. Oh, look, there's instructions over in the top right. Handy. Park this right here. There's no batteries in this thing. All right, well, leave the engine running. There's no power. That means the conveyors aren't going to work. So that means all of this loot that I'm grabbing here is going to end up in just a back connector. Come here, you. So I know a lot of, I won't say a lot, because I don't know that. That some people may want to kind of rush through this, but I kind of look at, like, there's certain things I did on Mars that work here, which is like, I'd rather spend the time scrapping stuff than I would mining stuff. I'm a scrapper by heart. What can I say? In worst case, I can always melt all this stuff down, get the basic materials of it, and make something else with it. In fact, actually, I think that was a suggestion by somebody. And one of my comments on YouTube. Which is a good idea. It does require some sense of remembering. That's one. Gotta remember, all suggestions are good, but they're only as good as their ability to remember to implement them. The other thing too is that
Inventory.
as long as it's not eating up the assembler time. It's one of the things that's frustrating for me is when I melt something down in the assembler and then immediately have to remake it. I don't need all these motors. Crap, I need all those motors. In fact, actually, what would be smart, if I was a smart man,
Inventory full.
what I would do is I'd go back to the old base and start disassembling all of the parts I have over there, getting it into the essentially the raw material, and then transporting that. And the reason being is because the raw material aspect takes up way less cargo space than the parts they make. All right, so that was efficient. So now I can just go through and tool up to these Random cargoes. Let's pull up to here. Let's see. That one's empty, we're just grinding it down.
Inventory full.
Holy missiles, Batman. Yeah, me being a scrapper also means that I have a tendency to grab everything. I blame Mars, where you didn't have refining capability at all. Like, if you're gonna make something or repair something, you had to get all of the part. You had to find all of the parts. Oh, so much steel plate. No power. I have to go to both sides.
Inventory full.
Yeah, I got enough. I do dig this rover design though. I'm looking at it. It's pretty slick. Alright, let's drive around, see if there's any kind of rando boxes or stuff sitting around that we need to grab. Oh, there's two boxes up there. Like the little roads, they come through this little mining facility. Oh, there's some uranium. Unrefined. Uranium nonetheless.
Inventory full.
And I think I got everything out of these.
Inventory full.
Yep, definitely digging this rover. This is my new buddy. So it means I'm going to have to pay really close attention to how it's constructed, because I'm going to have to put it back together a bunch of times, because I didn't build it. I didn't build any of the stuff in here. We're just going to... So, one of the things that's... yeah, symmetry looks good, but there's also a helping factor in the fact that when you build stuff symmetrical, it makes it so that when it's damaged, you can look at the other side to figure out where it's supposed to be. So. Oh, hey, look, there's batteries in here. Those must be backups. We won't use those. We'll be smart. We'll save those. Let's see. Oh, toolbar 2. Batteries and they're on recharge. Okay. And 9 is emergency flip. And that's our antenna. It's a handbrake connectors, engine, tank stockpile, reverse camera spotlights. This is not too dissimilar to how I set things up, so that's handy. Alright. And we still got... Oh, actually, this doesn't use build vision. I'm gonna say, oh, no, we still got tons of room. Actually, we do still have tons of room. We've got, well, no. We have 1 medium container's worth of space left. But we need a place to, let's not use it. How are we doing on gas? 92. Since we're living completely off of engines, we'll have to keep a close eye on the hydrogen level on this thing, because that's basically our fuel. Alright, so we need to, this is basically main. We're going to call this the main building. And considering I have 3 full hydrogen tanks over here, this is likely the refueling spot. That looks like some kind of garage, and I don't think it's connected to this building. At least not right now. Let's take a look. Easiest way to see if 2 buildings are connected is you go to a connector or thing. There's a, well, I can almost, let's go to this basic assembler, and do we see anything here? No. And we don't see anything there. So yeah, they're not connected in any way. Because even if they didn't have a conveyor, even if they were connected via just blocks, you'd still see them both. So I have this bay here. That's my current thing is plugged into, but no connector. There's a spot there. There's a connector here. I have this this minor vehicle, which I could probably move to this refueling bay. And this is also, the other thing is I don't have, so one of the things I like to do is have like a, I call a access, inventory access panel, so usually like a cargo box. And so we've already seen the central message system, so let's use this. And we don't need a speaker. We've heard we've heard your messages before, sir. And I know there's a conveyor line up there. So and that's actually a cargo container there, and I don't want to have to use this ladder gargantuan amount of time. So what I need is a cargo drop right there. Which normally isn't a big deal, except for the fact that I don't have a jetpack. So I need to think this out a tad. Let's get some buildy jobbies. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's do this and that. Think of this light. Come here. Cool. Now, what I want is you and you. Perfect. And you like this. So what I want to do is tell me I don't have any more motors? Weird. Right there. Oh, I know why. I need to do it like that. Come on. Interior plates and small steel tubes. Do I have them in this one? Yes. Cool. Now I can take these out. And I have access to my inventory. So now I can repair this. Come here. There we go. Let's see. Everything over here looks good. Looks like it's just might be the drills that are left. I mean, there's that glass there, but who cares? Let's see. What do you need? Computers for you. Computers for you. Computers for you. Everybody wants computers. So. I think this is repaired. Cool ladder. Ah. I like it when they put a ladder on top because that makes it so that when you need to get up on top, all you have to do is just select the ladder and then boom, you're up on top. Alright. Looks repaired even though that hasn't thing. Maybe I just need to disconnect from the connector and drive it. So motor on, unlock, break off. Oh no, don't jump out. Come here. B, not F. Well, that achievement didn't go away. The hell, man. I repaired this. There's no other than the windows, I guess, maybe. Stop hitting. That's my only guess is the windows. I'll try that, and if that doesn't work, then we'll just, the hell with it. Oh man. Move that rover over here, and I left a bunch of parts in it. Well, that didn't set it off. I don't think any of that cargo is messed up. So, don't know, man. Don't know. Alright, let's grab this other rover and we'll park it up into the garage so we can offload parts like we should have done the last time. Oh, timed that perfectly. Okay. Alright, those front lights, they're just always on. Alright, let's start squaring this inventory garbage away. First things first, let's get this stuff off me. Okay, and facility. Alright, refinery's picking up my dirty work here. Let's put you here. Put this in order of how fast it will. Alright, so let's start organizing around the container that I'm in. Leave those there, it's guns. So this will be parts bin. Tools. Alright. Oh, that's full. Alright, so now we switch this one to, let's start with like saying that first. Move those there. Cool, and go back up the list for things like ammo and missiles. Oh, we got a lot of missiles. Okay, so small cargo 5, which is in, we're gonna say, so it's in the garage, so garage, cargo, components 1, and garage small cargo 1 is gonna be comp 2. Call this garage small cargo comp 2, and I'm just do so they match uniformity. All right, and then we're gonna have this one, which is refinery. This is small cargo. We'll just call it miscellaneous 1, and make sure we can see it. For now, make sure that we can see that one. We'll call this one or ingot. Because I'm never one to store my ingots in the assembler. Anyway. All right. Oh, there's order to the madness. Again. So wheat. All right, now I gotta grab all the parts out of the stupid drill thing. Drill rover. All right, now from there we can start doing our loot run. And by loot run, I mean going back through this building, checking all the stuff, and pulling all of the miscellaneous freight boxes. And because we're organized now, we can easily put stuff away and see what we've got. Oh, it's so glorious. I mean, I'd rather have a large cargo container, but I am not seeing where I'm going to put that yet. It's not a moral imperative. It's a nice to have. Oh, the sun's back out. Be nice if these two buildings were connected. Okay. Alright, so all the garbage is out of that thing. Alright, that's full. Move the next thing down. Yeah, dropping stuff everywhere. All I did was shift my chair. Okay, so I don't have any loot stuff here. Going over here, let's start on this. What kind of presents do you got for me? Oh, that's a nice present. How about you? Oh, you got some nice presents too. So I leave the lockers, but I take out the freights. It's just me. Reason being is because I don't know how much of a integrity thing having a locker is doing. In other words, the locker could be keeping these, you know, the armories and the lockers and stuff like that could be what's creating an airtight seal. And so I just leave them. Or it might be the thing that's keeping stuff from falling on my head. So I just leave. So that's a bathroom. That's a box. And I got that, and got that. So that's... This section is clear. Oh. You...
Inventory full.
Ah, yeah. Okay. And now that's clear. And the door doesn't work. Alright, so over here. There look to be any boxes. There's this gun I took out. Probably mount a connector here and turn this into a bay too as well. Doesn't do anything for connecting that small rover, but where am I going?
Energy low.
Got uranium now for my little rover. Handy. Here you go, little buddy. Now you can run for another couple days. There's a chair up here. Alright, let's, while we're charging, take a look at what we got here. Got a lot of sliding doors that are access denied or incomplete. Got another small cargo container. I think that's the one, the other one that I added. Refinery and a refinery light. Bunch of office lights. I do give credit to the person who set this up. They at least labeled things by the area. Piston is access denied. But we were able to raise and lower it, so that's enough. Chimney. Assembler. This must be the big rover I'm using, that A-Rev. Yeah. Okay. Where's we're right now? Let's see, where did I leave off? Alright, so there's this area up. I can actually get there from... Yeah. Part of our parts. Okay, there's nothing here. Next level up. Alright, this is over the garage. And I don't see any container freight action here. No freight action there. No freight action here. Sensor right there. All right, so this is the area over the refinery. I'm just gonna do it here because check it out. now because I'm already here. Don't see anything. Actually, no. Okay, this is the garage. The other side that I already checked was over the refinery. Oh, that's confusing. Alright, let's, so now we're over the refinery. Let's, head on up over top. Let's see. Call mule. Don't know what that is. I'm not really sure. What are you? Oh, it's a drone. Hello, Mr. Dead Drone. Where are you hiding that warhead? Because you guys seem to be running around with unexploded warheads.
Inventory full.
It's a connector here. I don't think I can get to it. Ah! So what is this thing? Oh, this takes me to the landing site. Let's give it a shot. I mean, it's only 2K away, so... If I have to walk back, it's not epic. Actually, this works out. I can go and I can retrieve the other rover that's there. On the process of driving back, I can stop and at the original kind of home base, tear down all those parts, and if there's any kind of cargo on that rover, I can use that to pull parts back. This works out pretty well. And I bet you that call meal button calls this thing back, depending on if this lands properly or. Although it's speeding up, not slowing down, so that's not okay. Well, it doesn't seem like an epic landing. I've seen better. Yeah, it's got a cargo. More than enough, man. Some controls for this thing. I mean, handbrake on and off. Gyro on and off. Lights on and off. Actually, now let's put this over here. Okay, so battery is basically turning the reactors on and off. Groovy. Alright, so the reactors are currently off, gyro's on. So let's turn that on, that off, and we should be good to go. Turn the gun on, just in case. They do have ammo. No. Yes. Got 2. Not much, but stop jumping on our seats, you weirdo. Want to hit V and hit F instead. Not helpful. Whoa. Oh, suspension on this. Hold on a second. Okay, steering is set up the way that I want. We're gonna call this the ATV 8C suspension. Actually, keep that in a toolbar page on. Your shock off. Power 50, strength 15. Let's drop this down to like 10. Actually, probably about 8. Friction 16 speed limit. I think it's just the way the wheels are. It's never a really good idea to put wheels that close together. You can do it and it'll let you, but then you'll have sometimes where you'll have issues with the re-adding the wheels, and then there's always potential for them to clang out. I always make sure there's one block of space between them. Wrong locker. Oh, there's so much stuff in here. Leaving a trail of garbage everywhere. Not that one. Oh, it's just that I was full. I wasn't full, I just wasn't doing it right. Something. That actually that, and that's empty. That's empty. Okay, so clean this bad boy up. Let's go. Actually, let me get all these tools. So I'm thinking that when I get back, I'm gonna need to put in a horizontal connector for this and the small rover at some point. So I think I need to head this way. Still haven't figured out what that everything is. It's daylight. Let me take a quick look. Again. Where's that hole? I don't know. Let's see. Yes. So I've probably said it before many, many times, but for those just, you know, first time callers, long time listeners, when running a rover like this downhill, it's best not to use your brake, but instead to just pull back on the reverse key. That essentially is like slowing you down. If you hit your brake, what will happen is that the inertia will cause the rover to lunge forward and usually flip, whereas just hitting like the reverse key, which would be S, will just slow it down. Probably a tip y'all know or someone's given to you, but always good to just cover just in case. Alright, I'm gonna leave this on, and I'm gonna go into here, find that gun, turn this damn idle movement off. Alright, now we go 5. Park that. This does, oh, that's one of the things this does not have, which is a reverse camera. We can fix that. Three. I think it's 2, but I'll grab 3 anyway. Come on. Realizing I don't want to mount. For that reason there, I don't want to mount the camera directly to the gun, because the gun's going to get shut up right away to start with. The camera has a computer, which means that'll get shot up, and welding and repairing it's a pain in the butt if it's sitting directly on that small connector. That's part of that turret. Alright, G, camera, you. So. I don't know if this will clear. Let's stop. Not sure. Still sus. It clears. Leave the engines, i.e. the reactors on for a hot second while I get stuff out of here, otherwise the connectors shut off. Leave the cosmic coffee because we can't remanufacture that. Same with the missiles. Yeah. Keep the ammo. Okay, let's start the melting process. Refinery's already going to work on that. So I can't do anything with those. Can do these. Oops, I don't want to do parts just yet. I want to get all the tools first. I'm going to take the ammo out because that takes a really long time. These tools will go really fast. So you... Yeah. Alright. And then... stuff that won't take a long time. So let's start there. Alright, we're keeping the data pads, we're keeping those, keeping that. So let's move that. I think we'll just go ahead and keep the ammo for right now. And the explosives. Let's see. So that and that will be, and that. And that. So we can take those out. This will be one of those nerve-wracking runs because I have a lot of expensive gear in this. Alright, let's see what else. Make sure I'm not leaving anything else that's important. I don't think there's anything up there. All in all, okay. So that's all good. And let's see, where did thought this place had a, the reason I selected it was it had a, it's kind of a like a home base type thing, is it had, there's these, and it had a survival kit. Maybe it was my imagination. Must have been. Yeah. Weird. Weird isn't that I thought it, one of the reasons why I thought I set this as a backup as a home base location, was it had a survival kit, but looks like that was not the case. I was just assuming I was gonna survive off the one on the rover, which that was a bad plan. I got the feeling whatever's over there, it's gonna hurt when I have to go over there. Okay. What is the GPSs that I don't need? Vault buried entrance. I need that. Drone terminal and landing site. Don't need both of those, so let's just turn this one off. That's just based off of the antenna. And tunneler is the, I think that's the rover, the drill rover that I fixed, but I'm not getting credit for, so that's fun. unfortunately my assembler's behind a basic refinery, so I can't just like grind that down while waiting. What I kind of want to do is take that whole big large cargo container and stick it in that base somewhere. It would be handy. Gonna up the suspension a little bit now that I got some weight in here. While I'm waiting, I can just do some of this. Do a little cleanup on this part here. Conveyor on HUD. Don't need it in the toolbar. Need the inventory. Don't need it there. Do need that. Don't. Let's put all the lights on here. I can shut off, turn on and off all the lights instead of having running all constantly. Cargo. I'm always a fan of not having that in there. Yeah, there we go. Control wise, everything's good. Gee, while we're in here, let's. So we can turn that on and off. This is for if I'm backing into a connector and I need to line it up. So those controls are all set. Alright, so we're not using up juice. We can turn this off for a hot second. I'll have to turn it on when we put anything in the inventory, but that's fine. Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. So this was missing a wheel, and I couldn't add it, even with jumping, because too close together. Had to leave it off. Half tempted to just, once I can get all the, actually there's a way I can do this. I'm say I can get this going and then I can just take off and then come back later and pick up the rest instead of sitting here with my thumb up my butt. Let's see. 245. Actually, bill's finished, so let's see. Yes. All right, that should hopefully do all that in the meantime. So now I can take the booty that I have. So what we'll want to do is, like I said, get a horizontal connector going somewhere. Probably in that one little bay. I think I can park both these rovers in that little bay area. I'll clean that up and make it so that I can get them both parked with, I don't know if I need two connectors, I may just need one. No, kind of think about it when I get there. So let's park this here for a hot second. Actually, I'm thinking what I'll do is just pull the one rover out. So with this being empty, I can put it back over at the refueling fuel station. Little facility repair. So what I'm thinking is I can actually run a connector off here, but I have to double hinge. Oh, I could do it on this. Do I need this button anymore? That's a voice message. The connector switch, which I can just leave it on. I don't need to be able to turn it on and off, so. Alright, and I can just lower the suspension into there. And when I can, so let's move this. Turn the engine on. Who knew I'd get into a situation where, like, I've got all these rovers. Alright, so now I'm gonna put a connector off here and I'll use for loading and unloading the small ones, and because I use the carbon connector I can just go right there to get more parts. It should work. I shouldn't have to double hinge on this. Well, I don't have a rope parked here. I can fix. Instead of going through and spending all this time repairing, I'll just make repairs here and there, and eventually I'll get it all fixed. Alright, actually I want this one over here. And that's why I have this set up the way that I do. Well, that works out really well. Lines up almost perfectly. I don't know, but so far this mission's kind of profitable. Missiles. That works. We can leave that there for right now. Now, I was thinking as I was driving over, did I leave anything in here? You bet your sweet Pippi I did. That doesn't take that kind of ammo. Speaking of which, I need to make I need more magnesium for that. Let's do this. Let's break down don't need all these oxygen bottles in here. Yeah, let's do 1-on-1. We've got ice everywhere, so that's not a problem. That hydrogen bottle's just kind of a ha ha ha. Just kidding. There we go. Let's pull this forward slightly. Okay, so that camera needs a repair job. We need blocks, and we need to put the solar panel back on. Do we have any solar panel stuff? No. That's done. 19, no, that's weird. Whatever. That happens every so often when you call 20 and you get 19. There's no real rhyme or reason why. I think it's whenever I switch tasks. So when I went from assembling to disassembling and it was mid-step. Okay, so need another one of them. Switch this to that, and we're gonna go with that. Kind of a replace as you go kind of situation. If I'm getting on this, it's easier from up here. The question is how am I gonna get this panel on here like that? Okay, that looks relatively the same. That, and we don't need to see that in terminal. Good enough. That's ready to go if you need it. And so the future use on this thing will be that it will basically sit, it will go to where we need a remote, survival kit. So we'll explore with it, but if there's potential for danger, we'll just park it out of the way and bring something else that's a little bit more robust, like this thing. And we'll go in with that. Let that get shut up, and that way sitting outside, the solar panel will basically just grab charge by sitting there, and The guns will defend it if something happens to fly by, but we won't use it strictly to go in shooting. Not speaking of guns. Oh, that's right. It's got a small cargo, which doesn't do anything, which is fine. We could put this in here. And does this work? Yes, it does. Cool. We can even close the door and keep it safe. And while we're in the cleanup mood, let's don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need 2 of those. Don't need that. It's gun, ammo, gun, ammo, gun, ammo. Ammo, ammo, ammo. Let's put this over here. What have I got on me? Auto. Production, disassemble. Cool. Now what we'll do is make sure that we have this works with that, so we'll put that there. That one. Sniper and Royal. So we want one of these and one of those. Cool, that's all organized. And let's see. That's got all of its stuff out of it. Except for what it needs. And we confirmed that the other rover is good. It's ready to go. Double check both these, make sure they're not carrying anything. Nope. And they're both connected, so checking one checks both. Cool. While we're here, so back on task. There's nothing in here. Oh, we were actually up on the roof and we were grinding off a thing, and then we took the thing to do the thing and then the other thing. So we were on the roof, we were grinding down the drone that was up there, and then we took the mule thing over, brought the rover back, which we won't want to do again unless we have to, because now I'll have to walk back. Probably want to fix those holes with some of these parts here so I don't fall to my death. No, grind, not weld. So I try to get these little chunky bits while they're still attached to them because they're easier. Because once they hit the deck, it's easy when they're on the ground, but when you're trying not to weld through the deck you're standing on, it's gonna be a bit tricky.
Inventory full. Energy low.
Yeah. Dang it. Okay. Hold that. So I know what parts that I've replaced them, and I always do these without the snow. Da-da-da-da.
Energy critical.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Yeah, I don't have to worry about falling. Oh, I do. Oh, that's clear. I wanted to check this. This works the way I'm thinking that it does. So that should. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. That's just a kind of a helper drone. Well, that's dandy. I thought that little platform that I rode over was the mule, but guess not. Alright, let's see. Okay, there's that. So what did I check? There's room. That guy. let's get rid of your body. Let's see. O2 H2 gen, that doesn't look like it's got anything in it. I think there was some over here. That's empty. Yeah, I think I got stuff out of these already. I just didn't grind them down. Oh, no, there's stuff in that one. My refusal to do any mining has been paying off dividends here. Just wait and you'll either come across the material or you'll come across the ores. Looks like it's all of the loot type stuff here on this side. And I think I got all of the stuff over there, so now it's time to check some buildings. First one I feel is going to be the medical facility, since I need a little medical. Usually I do the right hand rule here. As many of you gamers know, when you're dealing with going through a maze and you're having a hard time keeping track of where you're at, you follow the right hand rule, where if you always keep the outermost wall, or the wall on your right side. Oh, stuff in here. That'll work. Door. Let's drop this off. We've already done there. I think next is that building with the turbines. Looks like that's like a repair garage or something. I wonder, since I have that drone following me around, use it to head over to those flying bomber things and see if I can get rid of them. This might be a ridiculous endeavor, but I like ridiculous. It's about that time for ridiculous anyway, so... on, that's already on, unlock. Up. Let's find out what's going on with those swarm of idiots. Stop right here. Okay, so that takes care of them, and we'll just head back this way, and I'm just trying to... But I'll use the bigger rover so that way I can carry more stuff. This only has like one cargo, I think. Of course, I closed the garage door, so that was handy. So what I need is a door right here. do a sliding door. And button. Let's back this in. Oh, rolling it over. Actually, I didn't turn off the reactors. No, 6. Cool. Did that. Let's see. Turn you on, unlock you, turn you off, turn you on. So it was along here. Wasn't too far. It was only like about 500 meters. There's one still in the air. That's unfortunate. This unfortunately doesn't have any guns, and I don't have any guns on me, and I do have a little buddy drone, so hopefully he's not shooting, even though we're like 200. Here's the first one. I don't seem to be doing anything. What's weird is he's not shooting at drone either, even though it's an aim target. It's like, what good are you? You suck. Red target, right overhead. You're not doing anything. They gotta shoot at me before. Is this like a, you know, combat protocol? Do not fire unless fired upon kind of thing? Me, it's red. It said bomber. I take it out. The rules of engagement are simple. Oh, speaking of bomb. Probably first thing I should have been looking for. Don't see anything on this side, so looks like it was just the one. And what are they looking for is power besides just straight up batteries. Oh, there's one. Oh, I know what I need. I need very much a better grinder. This is horrible. I have the material to do it, to handle it now. There we go. That's what. That's the business.
Inventory full. Energy low.
Alright, I got a plan here. I'm gonna finish grinding this bit. I'm gonna GPS mark. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get a better grinder. And then come back. This is annoying. It wouldn't bother me so much, but I know I have the materials to make a tier 3 grinder. And
Energy critical.
I want to grind through this before I run out of juice. It's not gonna happen. Speaking of juice, I wonder what happens to that drone when it runs out of power.
Inventory full.
I always wonder who's the person who designs these things. They are pretty cool, but there's a certain design aesthetic that you always tend to have. And it's not really mine. Like, I tried to design something similar and it never really kind of comes out the same. I mean, kudos to him. I'm always impressed, but ooh. That's a hole and a half. Let's put the GPS marker right there. Kind of like Danger Will Robinson. Danger. Alright, let's head back. their problem. Come on. Probably shouldn't be relying on the mining rover's GPS marker for location to this directions to this location. I don't know if I want to go through here. Yeah, it's fine. Sure. I was gonna say I don't really, God dang it, don't really need to unload anything, but since I'm here, first things first. Grinder. Do I have plat? Let's get out of here first. Let's do it over here because it's easier to see. No, I don't have the platinum. Bugger. I do at the other location. Which, however, should be ripe for picking. Figured that was coming. What? Alright, so we already have that GPS marked where the drone's crashed, so that's fine. So what we can do, so we'll just take, I don't want to take this beast because it's too big. I know it won't fit in the garage in that other location, so I'll take the other one. All these vehicle choices. Let's wait till the gate's all the way up. Yep. Helps if you're not running into the other rover next to you. Alright. That's gonna be, yeah. I think I need to move that other one over a little bit so I can park both of those in there. What are you? Oh, here's some crash dealio. I'll wait to mess with you later. Now, speaking of which, I don't see that handy drone, so it's probably crashed somewhere. The mule. Speaking of crashed, there's
Welcome. Please be aware of locations with restricted access, heavy machinery, and potentially dangerous power levels.
Is that you? Oh, maybe. A lot of cleanup. But I need materials first. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. I don't know. I'm trying to remember if I left because I thought I grabbed. I think the little bit of platinum that I did have went into that one rifle, which I could. Because I need the grinder more than the rifle. I could potentially just melt that down and just get the cobalt, the platinum out of that. Yeah, either I got it or I didn't. Yeah, so either I got the platinum and used it, or I didn't get any. Which I don't think's the case. I'm pretty sure that the little bit I had probably went into that rifle. Let's wait for this little bit of stuff here to melt down. So let's go ahead and take this.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
And since we took those, I might as well take these. So these aren't doing anything. They're not even hooked anything anymore.
Inventory full.
That's gonna get tricky. Where's the inventory? Alright, let's head back and then we'll take down that gun. And see if we can get a tier 3 grinder out of it. Hopefully I have enough juice in these tires to make it up this hill. So before I pull this in, let's stop here. Come on, it's guns. Why I'm backing this in is I can back this in a little bit farther and not have the come on. Be careful when I pull this out. This is problematic. I can fit both of these in here, but not well because of those guns. Means if I pull this out, we're gonna have problems. I think it's time to invoke this other garage here. Which is fine, except for the fact it's got a bunch of holes in the floor, so a little bit of repair is going to be needed. The laundry list of things to do keeps getting longer. Alright. Okay, just have steel plate, and that's all we really need. We're just fixing the floor in here. So I'm thinking about what gets parked where, and I'm thinking that since I'm not doing anything inventory related with the drill thing, yeah, currently I could probably park that in here since it's got a connector anyway. I can put a connector. What is that? Is that just some rando box, or? Yeah, it's just a voxel bleed. So I can put a connector there, and I can park now let's just got 4 spots, 4 rovers. Question is 1, 2, 3, 4. We got inventory in 2. But I only can. Alright, so yeah, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take you out of here entirely. They're just getting in the way. You can be over here. I am going to do something I've been meaning to do, which is I am going to put connector here. This is a tad bit more challenging when you don't have a jetpack. Oh, not doing that. That's just waste of everybody's time. So, what this means now is that I can now park the big rover in this bay. I did it again. No, there's nothing in it. I emptied it out already. Okay, so now I can close the door for now. I can take this little guy. Park them in here where I already have a connector all set up for. Okay, and now I need the stuff out of the seat. Wow. Okay, so, and I can't close the door here because there isn't one. So everything's parked in a home. Alright, one other thing I was gonna do so I don't forget, grind down that, I forgot, let's cancel that for a second. Let's move. That's fine. Let's see. Can I get my grinder? Yes. Well, I'm here. Actually, let's see. We'll keep it just in case. If I'm building something, I don't want to have that thing because it's not a great idea. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I want to take a data pan. Objectives. Yeah, I'll keep those. Give me that and that. Can just keep doing what you're doing. All right. So before I close out the day, to-do list. I want to add a large cargo to my base and finish grinding drones. And was there something else I was going to do? I think that's it. Well, other than continue on mission to find. Old mine, I think it is. Okay. There. That way I don't forget. Alright, and just head back to ye old medical here. Oh, I remember the other thing. Finish looting all my base. That's what I was doing before I started this whole fiasco. And I'm taking out that other stupid bomber drone. Okay. It's good. It's about as any to rest. Right. It's another day in the books. Not a whole lot of combat because the bombers didn't shoot back. We didn't really further the mission, but we'll fix that next time. So if I don't talk to you before, I'll see you next week. Thanks and good night.